Yeah, g'day guys, Steve from Old As Adventures here, just out on a bit of a cruise on a Sunday. Got the kayak on the roof, just been out and had a bit of a paddle, caught a nice little reddy, but not much else. And yeah, got the broken collarbone at the moment that got plated about 4 weeks, so just taking it a bit easy and calling it a bit of physio. Just out in the ranges, sort of getting into this place. It's a little place I know, and been down camping here a lot of times. Probably don't need a four-wheel drive to get here necessarily, but nonetheless it gives you the ground clearance to get over the dozer cuts and that sort of stuff. But I thought I'd have a bit of a chat about why I chose the Ranger. This is my second Ranger. I've had a lot of different vehicles over the years. Mitsubishi dual cab four-wheel drive, a Rodeo, Colorado, and a Toyota Hilux dual cab four-wheel drives. I've had single cab Hilux four-wheel drive, 75 series Land Cruiser four-wheel drive. So I've owned a lot of different vehicles over the years, and as a builder you're always towing trailers, and you're always locking the hubs in, so to speak, to get yourself onto sites, and also just when I go camping. I'm not a serious four-wheel driver, guys. I don't have a winch, and I'm still running the stock tyres as it goes. Yeah, just like to be able to get into good camp spots. Towed a lot of vehicles, as in trailers over the years too. That helps, you know, just the four-wheel drive sometimes, just so you're not chewing up people's front lawns and that sort of thing. But I thought I'd have a chat about why I chose the Ranger again. So I had the PX2, and this is now the PX3, and it's now a bit over a year old. So why did I go to the Ranger? Well, as far as I'm concerned, the Ranger by a fair margin is the best bang for buck. This is about a $51,000 vehicle, this one. That's without all the ARB gear, of course. There's about another $11,000 worth of ARB gear on the car. But $51,000, this is the XLS model, so it's not the bottom of the range, but it's one up, and then you've got the XLT and the Wild Track above that, and the super duper thing with the Fox suspension above that. I can't remember what it's called, but certainly this is only one from the bottom, and the XLS to me is exceptional value. This one came with the tech pack, unbeknownst to me. Bit of a funny story that. I thought I was buying a car before all the safety tech came in, but inadvertently this one got fitted at the factory with the tech pack, which included all the safety gear. So yeah, I was unaware when I bought it, just bought it off the lot, sight unseen. So yeah, 51,000, so very good bang for buck. One of the things that appeals to me with the Ranger is that it's pretty well ready to go off the showroom floor, so ready for some reasonable four-wheel driving. And as I said, I'm not a serious four-wheel driver. I don't put 3-inch lifts and winches and rock sliders and all that sort of stuff all over my vehicles. It's just, I just have four-wheel drives for the work and for getting into camp spots. But these come pretty ready to go. So number one, 800mm wading depth. So they advertise it when you buy them. They've got an 800mm wading depth, so that deletes the need for me to put a snorkel on. I can be confident that I can go up to 800mm and not drown the car. Now that's probably as deep as I'll ever go, I can tell you, because I'll be pretty nervous if I'm going through water above 800 deep, I can tell you. So that's the first thing. The second thing is traction control is standard again, which is really handy when you're in the snotty sort of conditions. Not that this is very snotty, I haven't even got this in four-wheel drive at the moment, but it helps a lot in certain conditions, particularly at higher speeds. The third thing is it's got diff locks built in, so it's got a diff lock, a central diff lock, and that is just, in my opinion, absolute gold. So if you're finding it a little bit difficult, you can oh, I don't think I'm going to make this. You can lock your diffs in, just made it, and that's, you know, factory fitted diff lock, so absolutely fantastic. And the fourth thing, and in my opinion the best part about these cars, is the hill descent control. Absolutely fantastic. I've already been down a few snotty hills in the PX2 and the previous model, but I haven't been down anything too technical on this one yet. But the traction control is just bloody brilliant, you know, just when you're going down a snotty hill and you just basically let the car find its way. You just set the pace by the accelerator or the brake. Once you set the pace, you take your foot off the brake or the accelerator. Once you're happy with the pace, it will just weave its way down. Or maybe I do need four-wheel drive. There we go. So yeah, you set the pace with the accelerator or with your brake, and it will just crawl down at that pace, and it's just really confidence inspiring. Absolutely love it. So yeah, and of course the other thing is four-wheel drive on the fly, but most four-wheel drives have that now. So yeah, they're the main four reasons I bought the Ranger. Now obviously certain different brands have some of those things, and but if you want all of those things, you're going to pay a bit extra. You got to go to the next model up. So it's just seemed to me that the Ranger was by far the best bang for buck car. They're very comfortable to drive, they're really easy to drive, so yeah, overall, you know, I think they're probably the best car in the market at the moment. Now, they're not perfect. When I bought this, I got all the ARB accessories fitted by the dealer. So the front bar, the roof rack, which is just the aluminium base rack, and the canopy, which is the top of the range canopy. It's got the central locking. But I also got the rear bar fitted. Now the rear bar is like a bit of protection, but it's also a much better tow bar than what comes standard on the Ford Rangers. The tow bars on the Ford Rangers severely limit your exit angle, and they've got a really shallow throat on them, so they're pretty crappy. So happy to get the ARB rear bar that incorporates the tow bar. So so that's what I got fitted by the dealer. That was an extra $11,000, so $51,000 plus 11. I ended up paying $62,000 for this vehicle, so pretty happy with that. Now, what's next? So as I say, not a serious four-wheel driver, but I'm still running the stock tyres, and the stock tyres are, be very careful. They've got very thin walls, side walls. You've got to really treat them carefully, because you hit a rock on the sidewall and it just tears them out and you're done. They're tubeless, of course, so yeah, you're putting your spare on, and yeah, but I am very careful, and if I had any big trips planned, I would have put better tyres on it by now already. So the next thing to do is some better tyres, but I'll be doing a lift kit and a GVM upgrade at the same time. Beautiful view out there, bloody lovely. Yeah, so the idea is that once you've done a GVM upgrade, so I'll be sort of setting it up for a constant load of about sort of somewhere between 300 and 600 kilos, depending on which brand I go with. And it also lifts the vehicle by about 45 mil, 45 to 50 mil. So that'll happen once these tyres are worn out. I just thought to myself, I might as well wear these tyres out, spreads the cost out. There's that hill descent. I haven't got my feet on the accelerator or the brake here. That just controls it down the hill. Only just a tiny little dozer cut hill there, but you get the point. It's just absolutely brilliant. When you're in loose sort of shallow ground like that, it's bloody fantastic. So yeah, lift kit and tyres. When you do the lift kit, then you can put slightly bigger tyres. So I'll probably put 32s or 33s on, and that's basically it. A nice four-wheel drive tyre with a thick sidewall. If I've got any big trips coming up, I might even buy myself a rooftop tent, a clamshell style rooftop tent. Just for ease of setup and pack up. Normally I would just either sleep on the stretcher underneath the awning or sleep in a tent, but we'll see how we go. If we're going to do a lot of camping out of this car, I'll probably set it up with a rooftop tent. Got the quick release awning brackets on it already, so I can chuck the awnings on pretty quick. Just a little 1500 awning at the back and a 2500 awning on the side. But other than that, it's just the mod cons of the canopies and the racks and the bull bars and the rear bars. So yeah, haven't done anything like air lockers or anything like that. Don't need to with these. There goes the hill descent. It just slows me down as I go over those dozer cuts. Bloody brilliant stuff. So there you go, guys. That's why I bought the Ranger. Well, I bought my second Ranger. I still think at the moment, even in the middle of last year when I bought this, that they were the best bang for the buck. I did a little bit of research again, and certainly I was happy to go with the Ranger again. There is another probably criticism I might add, and some people will argue with this. The engine transmission package is probably not super duper modern technology. It's a fairly old style engine. It's a 5-cylinder. I believe it's an old Volvo engine. It's obviously a 3.2 litre diesel, turbo diesel. Not super powerful, not super torquey. Does the job and does the job well, don't get me wrong. But yeah, and the transmission is again probably only, I think, about a 5-speed transmission. So yeah, pretty old technology, and I know in the latest model ranges they've got a 10-speed transmission than the 2.2 bi-turbo, so much more modern engine and much more fuel efficient. This only runs at about 12.1 litres per 100 kilometres, so reasonably heavy on the juice. So that's the criticism, the tow bar and the engine transmission package. Other than that, I can't fault them, guys. Been very happy with the two that I've had so far. So anyway, that's enough waffle from me, guys. Hang around. Hopefully we'll have a four-wheel drive and kayak video up in a couple of weeks' time, and you can see the Ranger in some more serious terrain, and yeah, so we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll hope to see you out in the trail soon.